Okay, we're sitting here in the Curto office and we're just kind of having a bit of a stand-up meeting, but we're sitting down about the first week of Small Business Month. Just having a bit of a chat about the takeaways that we had from the first week and what we're looking forward to in the second week. So Faye, do you want to start us off with how you went in the first week, what you liked, what your takeaways were?
All right. My takeaways for the first week, it was explained that Small Business Month is a buffet. We can dive in and dive out, take what we want from it. The first meeting I went to was Les the Time Lord, how to get back an hour in your day. The bottom line for me was the 2-minute rule. Can I get this task done in 2 minutes? If not, schedule it for another time. How long will it take this task? 2 minutes? Can I interrupt someone for 2 minutes? That was Les the Time Lord, how to get back an hour in your day. The opening at the hotel, hooking into role models, about the guy who became a cyclist by hooking into successful role models that he could relate to in his medical history, people who had the same medical issues as he had, and he thought he wasn't going anywhere until he hooked into role models. So it's mentorship, role models, seeking out people with similar things to him. The lunch yesterday, Women in Business. The takeaway for that was Kelsey's talk about not really wanting to hone in on an island niche market. Kelsey wanted her business to stand up and be successful anywhere, not just on King Island in a small place, which is nice and what people do. Her niche is actually to be on the world stage wherever and to be anywhere, anytime. On Tuesday, well, that's another story. Lee, what did you get out of this?
Well, the first week for me, I'd done Les's seminar before, but the 2 times I've done it now, I've taken away different things. My one this time was actually putting together our own little daily planner for Curto, because we kind of hot seat it here. And so there's always lots of messages being passed around onto the next person or ticking off of things that have been done. So I really want to kind of get that in place so it works better for all of us and messages are not lost and we know where things are up to. So I just started putting together this little plan in Canva based off what kind of Les uses. So a bit of a schedule, some appointments list. It's hard to see because it's shiny. To-do list, some notes, a plan for tomorrow, because that's another thing I always try to do is plan for tomorrow. The opening week celebration, that was kind of, for me, it was just to kind of help people understand why this was all happening. So that was kind of what I wanted to contribute, but also what I got out from Justin talking is that a word I've been looking for to explain how change, and every time I've changed through life, what changes and its perspective. And I've been looking for a word to explain it. And he mentioned how he'd been to Africa and that gave him perspective. I'd been to Africa too, and that was exactly how I would try to describe it to someone else. It changes your perspective when you change yourself. So really interesting, and I loved how he found role models. And I guess, everyone has different mentors, but that was, really good one for me. I went to the Delight Your Customers Every Time. Liz was great in forcing us through a workbook to go through the customer journey and identify obstacles or things that weren't right. And for Curto, one of the obstacles we have that we see here is we don't have EFTPOS. And so more and more people are reliant on EFTPOS not having cash. So that's one of the little obstacles I saw. But also in my sourdough business, that the experience that my customers have when picking up their bread. And so most people will know that I just leave it for customers to pick up from my car or wherever it's parked, and it's just kept in a container, a plastic container, a box or whatever. And do I want to improve that for my customers? Absolutely. So I hadn't thought about the entire customer journey and their experience along the way. Supercharge your tourism business. I think that was a great overview of King Island tourism and how we fit in with the broader scheme of Tourism Tasmania. So that was really great. And then the Women in Business lunch, like you, I was really impressed with Kelsey's talk about her being able to take her business wherever she wants to go. And I think that's awesome. Sometimes we think about King Island as just being 1,600 people and here's your target audience and here's your customers, but it could be elsewhere. So I was really happy with that. And also I love Jackie's speech about how her yoga teaching is also her business. So her passion is her business, and how she actually had to take Sundays away to make sure that she put time into herself and not get all absorbed by her business, even though it was her passion. So they were my takeaways.
And tomorrow there's going to be customers. Who needs them?
Well, we've got today we've got superannuation for business.
That's right. Yes.
So that's going to be really useful for anyone that's got a business. And customers who needs them. Are you looking at going to that one?
Yes, I think so. It's the add-on of the customer experience, and it's about the businesses being customer driven more so.
Yeah.
No customers, no business. We all know that. So I'm looking forward to seeing what I can take away from that one.
Yeah, I think that should be a really interesting one too, because you often get caught up in how many customers you need rather than what type of customers you need. So I think that's going to be a really good one. And then we've got superannuation on Tuesday night for the individuals.
Right, yes.
So anyone that's looking at managing their super better, or the different ways to manage it, that might be a good one. And then the one I've been really waiting for is Tech for Tradies. Do you know anyone that's going to come along to that one, Faye?
I know of 2 people who have put their hand up for that. Hopefully it'll be the Domino and all the traders who want to come.
I hope so too.
Okay.
Yeah, it's meant to be a really good one. And the organisation that's running with that one is called TradiePad. They are tradies themselves, so they've done the hard yards and now they're willing to teach others. And then on Thursday, we've got Leading with Certainty for Business Resilience. Are you around on that day?
Yes, I might well be. So Business Resilience Online. Okay, so the resilience is in these uncertain times of how to float your boat along on that one.
Yeah,
okay?
And that one's looking to be really popular, not only here, but we've got actually people zooming in for that one around the world.
Right.
So that looks to be a real interesting one.
And Saturday, 10 o'clock?
Saturday, we've got smartphone photography for business. And so that's not only just for business, but it's learning how to take photos on your smartphone and how to take better ones.
Okay.
And then we've got relaxation with Jackie and Shimon. So if you're anything like me, yoga is just beyond my abilities, but they are going to do a relaxation session to just some really simple techniques. You don't have to be fit. You don't have to be flexible. It's just about giving you some tools to be relaxed.
So that's 4 o'clock Saturday at the school centre. Do people have to book that or just turn up on the day?
You can book a ticket to make sure you've got your space, because they are limited. But, when I say limited, there's probably space for 30 people. So if you want to definitely make sure you got a spot, just call Curdo, or if you just want to turn up, you can do that too. We should be okay.
And what's our number here, Lee?
6462 1778.
Okay, sounds like a week to look forward to.
Yeah, we've got a plan for week 2. On and up and on.
Yes.
Which way?
Absolutely. Halfway through we'll be.
Wonderful.
Okay.
Thanks, Faye.
Bye-bye.